Hello guys to another recap for today. I know it's a bit early, but like I said, I didn't plan on trading the session, and that's what I did. I just looked at price action, and now I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. Um, I would like to start on the higher time frame. So for me, draws was like 217, 250, which we didn't hit. Because we had some huge impact news coming out. So for all of you guys that thought the move was random, nope, it was not. Go back, check the news. You can see this was like the first thing coming out at 12:24. 12:24 my time is. Let me check. That's around. This was 8:30 news. So 12:24 is 2 hours before that, so 7:30. So you can see pretty much around the start of the move right here. We had a first news coming out about Iran, right? Then we get another one, and it just continues. We hit BPI 2, we get another, we get other Iran news. So that's the reason for the sell-off, pretty much, which made me kind of bearish, to be honest, on the day, because when higher time or like when fundamental news drive the market, there's not really a point in trying to go against that. So I wasn't really looking for longs if I was trading today. Um, so yeah, you see how the market opened. Pretty much just chopped, traded higher, took this high, and formed S&P. Wait, I gotta count the 1 minute. So pretty much formed S&P right here, which was the first sign of a rejection for me. And then I just wanted to see how 10 a.m. opened. And you can see 10 a.m. opened lower, which isn't great, right? If you wanted shorts, 10 a.m. should have opened higher. But yeah, anyway, 10 a.m. opened lower, and we do still get like a manipulation above, right? This is the manipulation above, kind of, for the continuation lower. So we do make a wick, and we also make an SMT. So we have external, internal SMT right here. And then you can see we also have this 5-minute rejection block right here, which, like I said in my Outlook channel, the only downside right here is this is the beginning of the 1 hour gap. The only reason why we didn't really retrace up into the gap for me would be the S&P we made before it. So no need to really resweep. We do have two S&Ps which give confirmation for lower. And the trade I posted, for me this would have been just a limit right here, because the risk was pretty great. Like, I just tape read this, and then I would have been in right here, a TP at the next external low. I would have watched for SMT around here. If he has like took the low before NQ, I would have closed. In this case, they pretty much swept it in the same candle, so this becomes a full TP trade. I would have break even around here, I would say, this internal swing low, because there's like, it doesn't make sense to break even right here. I mean, you could break even when this candle closes because you have this inversion protecting you. And when this one closes, we make a new gap, right? So this is a valid break-even point, or when one of those two candle closes or close. So yeah, pretty much trade of the day, in my opinion, if you wanted to take something. Also, you have like a lot of stacked lows right here. If you long this 5-minute rejection block right here, like quite a few did. It made sense, but TP, like at the internal highs and stuff, it doesn't really make sense to hold against the fundamental news. You will get stopped, you will get fucked in your trade. So really important lesson today. Everyone that didn't look at news and didn't get the reason for the move, go look at news before you trade. Moves like these don't happen just because price sells off. There's a reason why stuff like this happens, and it's related to news. So go check the news. It's important to have a tab open to check if a big move happens, and you gotta know why something happens. Because if you had a bullish bias today after stuff like this, it doesn't really make sense. That's just my take on it. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing much to cover for AM session. I told you guys it would be choppy. You can see why. We didn't really move. Price action was in high resistance. Like it's especially hard to trade and hold trades during this. So timing becomes crucial. And yeah, for FOMC today, I'm not sure if I covered it yesterday in the recap. I'm busy, so I can't really trade it, unfortunately. But I'll give a quick outlook on what's gonna happen. So you can see FOMCs today, right? With the news we had right now, I mean, yesterday it was a bit different. Yesterday we had like a slight chance of a cut. Now it's 98.9% chance we stay the same, and we have about a 1% chance of an increase. So it changed. This is not gonna happen. It's just gonna come out as it is right now. So the market is not really gonna move. You can also check for like the next events on this website. It's called cmegroup.com, just FedWatch. And this was about 100% right since I started using it for the prediction. So when the number is predicted to stay the same, the market is not really going to move because it's priced in. So don't expect a huge move today. And if you do trade FOMC, listen to the live stream. Listen to the live stream of FOMC. You can go down here, I think. There should be something called press conference. Yeah, with Paul. Once they go live, like right here in Financial Juice, there's a button to watch the stream, or you can go to this CNBC. I don't know who streams it on YouTube. You can just Google it and look it up, and then just open the stream. Because depending on what Paul says, the price is going to move. If he talks about rising inflation, that's bad for the market. If he talks about a housing crisis or something like that, that's bad. So if you trade FOMC, have it on in the background because you're basically trading news. How FOMC usually works, it's two-stage event, right? The first move is fake, and then when he hops on, that's the real move. Not really sure if that's the case today, because the first move is priced in, like I said, and then it depends about the topics he's going to talk about, how the market will behave, and if he talks about the news we had today or like the war in general, it's not going to be great for the overall market. So be careful if you trade that. I hope everything else made sense today. I hope like the trade breakdown made sense. Like I said in my channel, it was not an A trade or an A plus trade. That's why I would not have taken it on funded or whatever. And also like the conditions in the day don't really make sense to trade a session. You can see why. I told you guys yesterday, I told you guys today. So it's best to skip and not waste mental capital and waste money on stuff like this, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's questions about FOMC or about the trade itself, let me know. I'll try to get back today, although I'm busy, so I don't really know when I'm able to, but I hope you have a good trading session for FOMC, and I'll see you guys in the next recap. Bye-bye.